I know sometimes I've been guilty of overthinking things, but I just wanted to share with you what is on my mind today. I had the privilege of meeting Reverend Wolfgang Knappe. His son, Mark, Reverend Mark Knappe, is a dear friend. And, well, anyway, Pastor Knappe shared with me growing up in Nazi Germany, and his father was a pastor and a member of the Confessing Church. And he said, you know, there were many movements then in the church that, well, had a hard time with what was going on, especially as the wickedness of the regime unfolded and as they became less and less able to speak out. And he said every Bible study of the faithful Christians at that time began with Romans chapter 13, verse 1, as they asked the question, Lord, we know that we are under authority and that you have appointed all authority. But Lord, where is that line where we can question that authority? And from the beginning of this crisis, one of those concerns, and it's been expressed by other pastors, and in fact in our pastoral conference last week with the bishop, it was expressed. Where is that line where Americans have been forced to give up their civil rights? We have the right to assemble, and that's been taken away. And yet also, there is a crisis, and it's very real, and people are dying. Where is that line? And I go back to the church itself. Where is that line? And ultimately it begins with asking that question, by what authority do you do these things? And so our governor has given an edict, and after today my messages will have to be from, well, at home. But I'm still working and praying and preparing and leading, not knowing what tomorrow will bring. And so I do want you to know that I do ask these questions, and I take this very seriously. By what authority do we do these things? And even here in the parish, there are those who I ask the question, by what authority do you do these things? But that's for another day. Meanwhile, it's another beautiful and sunny day. God is still good, and He will be for all time and eternity. We still need Him because, let's be honest, we're not so good. And I mean no offense to any of you, it's just the truth, and it's time to be truthful. And as we march into Holy Week, I do have some special messages and some extra messages that will be coming your way, and I pray that you'll avail yourself of those, and that, well, I just challenge you to read all 4 of the Gospel accounts of Holy Week. I warn you ahead of time if you're actually going to do that. Well, it's most of the Gospel of John and about a third of each of the other Gospels. So, well, hey, you can watch the news and you can do all that reading on the internet, so I know you can do this. So I just challenge you to follow along as the drama, the passion of Jesus unfolds. And we are reminded once again that because Christ was crucified for our sake, we can look forward to what comes a week from Sunday. Meanwhile, be encouraged, be strengthened, stay safe, stay healthy, stay whole, and let every person be subject to the governing authorities. For there is no authority except from God, and those which exist are established by God at every level. Thanks be to God. The Lord be with you this day.